Back now on Race to the White House. Last week it was General Colin Powell. This week Scott McClellan, former press secretary to President Bush. A list of President Bush's one-time allies who are now endorsing Barack Obama is growing. Joining me now is former Republican governor of Minnesota, Arne Carlson, who is now backing Barack Obama for president. Governor, welcome.
Delight. Thank you.
Why? Why are you for Obama?
Well, for a whole variety of reasons. I think it's incumbent upon a presidential candidate to lay out a national vision, and when he selects a running mate, to select an individual who is eminently competent and capable of taking over the presidency if the occasion arises. And I would have to say from the very beginning, Barack Obama did lay out a vision. It was based on bringing the nation together, blurring out red and blue, and gave us really a sense of a national direction. I thought I was very impressed. I must admit my children sort of led the way and kind of dragged us into it. But I had hoped that McCain would have picked, frankly, a very capable running mate. I thought personally that Mitt Romney would have been the strongest because of his strength and finance, both on the public and private sector. And although I disagree with him on the social issues, I think he's an eminently capable individual. The selection of Governor Palin was, at best, very disappointing. But
was it disappointing because of what you thought it reflected about John McCain's judgment, or because of her political views?
No, absolutely, because of his judgment. He had made it very clear that he would always put the national interest first. I think he made a substantial compromise when he made the selection of Palin. And from there on in, we've seen the campaign basically go down all sorts of side roads. It's sort of like Alice in Wonderland. If you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. And to be perfectly blunt, that seems to be what's happening. I think Obama has stayed on the course. He has really focused on the war. The White House is now negotiating a timetable for withdrawal. He's trying to grow the middle class. He has a focus on that. I'm very impressed with his position on the environment as it pertains to global warming and the need for green energy resources. And he sees the tremendous job potential in America that can come from our investment in that area.
Governor, let me ask you about the future of the Republican Party. If McCain-Palin do not prevail in this election, what's the new direction? How does the Republican Party become reborn after this?
Well, I think that's a very compelling question. What my hope would be that the social conservatives would sit down with the more traditional conservatives and the moderate wing of the Republican Party and have a very meaningful dialogue. And by that I mean getting back to what used to be the strength of the Republican Party. When I came into the Republican Party, I was very impressed with their structure and dedication to balanced budgets, to making sure that we don't spend more than we take in, and that we don't create deficits that we pass on to our children. I think that has to be the mainstay of the Republican Party. And secondly, I thought Harold Stassen, a great Minnesotan working in the Eisenhower administration, defined the role of America in a global climate, being able to build the kinds of partnerships and alliances that are necessary, very cautious on the issues of war. And thirdly, the Theodore Roosevelt legacy on the environment. So if we could bring those together, I think we could be fine. Personally, I'd prefer the government stay out of the bedroom, but that will always remain a ticklish issue.
Governor, finally, and more briefly here, if I can ask you, George W. Bush ran as a uniter and not a divider. There are similarities with Obama in that message. What makes you think that Barack Obama is going to lead a nation that's any less divided going forward? Well,
I think that's a very fair question. Frankly, for what I'm seeing in terms of his advisors, I'm very impressed. He has really brought together divergent views. I like the way he handled the crisis on Georgia. I like the way he handled the crisis on the economy. He consulted other people, worked together in a very deliberative style, and I thought handled himself in a very presidential way.
Okay, Governor Arne Carlson, former Republican governor of Minnesota, now backing Barack Obama. Governor, thank you for being here. A pleasure.
My pleasure. Thank you.